Hi, this is Jeff. Today I'm working on building a pallet for my snowblower, and I wanted something that could be mobile and I could roll around the garage. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. So what I did was I could have done this out of a lot of rough cut wood that I cut myself, but I really didn't want to use rough cut up on top. I figured it'd be better to have a nice OSB surface. I did not want to go with 1/2 inch because I figured it would be a little too thin if it got a little wet or damp or whatever. This stuff holds up pretty good, but what I'm doing is I've used, I think it was might have been 1932 OSB. Price of it's come down, so it's actually affordable again. These I actually cut myself out of the risers. I actually cut up out of some rough cut that I had laying around the garage. So I ordered casters off of Amazon. I found that they've got a much bigger selection than what most of the local home stores have, and they're very affordable. So I'm opening them up, see what I got. I've ordered a lot of these in the past. Most of what I've ordered in the past has been I think the 4-inch casters. These look like they might have been a little bit bigger. But I like ones with a brake and ones that totally swivel. And that way I can put it wherever I want. And I don't know that I'll use the brake. My garage is fairly flat, but we're going to work on getting these things attached. So they gave me an assortment of both bolts with nuts and also casters. These actually almost look like they might be stainless steel. I'm going to actually use these are actually screws, and I think they're stainless steel, and I'm going to use those to do the attaching. So I'm going to start by marking all 4 of the corners, and it does look like I'm going to need to use probably 2 bolts and 2 screws because it appears like I'm not going to catch the other 2x4 underneath. So I'll use the screws where the 2x4 is, and then I'll use a bolt right next to it. So I just got to figure out which way is better to position it. I'm not sure which way I like it better. I guess if I do it this way, this won't stick out as much depending upon how it's rolled. How the whole over unit's rolled. So we'll do that. Just going to mark it so when I drill it, I know where the holes are going to be. Fortunately, I can see where my nails are, so I don't worry about hitting them. There's 2. This one, my nail is sort of in the wrong spot, so I'm not going to catch as much of the 2x4 with the 1 hole, but that's all right. And now we'll mark the last one. So what I like to do when I'm using a screw is get a bit that's a little bit smaller to pre-drill the hole. The other thing you think about is if what you're cutting or drilling through is going to be easily torn up, and then you can actually get one bit that matches up pretty close to the screw size, and the other bit would be smaller because you still want to be able to have something to bite into on the wood. You don't want to drill it the exact same size of the screw. So in this case, I don't really care about the top quite as much, so I'm just going to drill with the bit that's just big enough so that when it goes into the wood, I've still got some to bite. So let's try that. I'm going to get a bigger bit for the bolt. I've got my bigger bit to match up with my bolt. It's going to be pretty close to the outside. So we're going to drill these holes with a smaller bit on this side. And then we're going to swap out to the larger bit. Okay, I'll line up our caster. I'm going to stick my bolts in first. Because they're wider, and then be able to put my 2 screws in, and then I'll attach the rest of the bolt. Oops, forgot my washer. You want to tighten it, but you don't want to tighten it so much that you end up stripping the hole in the wood down below. Just snug. I gotta find a couple of more washers. The bolts are just big enough to barely fit a washer on, so I'm pulling the little fibers of wood that came from the drilling that are underneath away from the bolt so that I can get the washer on. Still got one piece there, something's getting in the way. Got one attached, try the other one. Okay, we'll snug those up nice and tight. Okay. Okay, so I got all 4 casters attached. So let's get it down on the ground and see how it rolls. Okay, so now we're going to lower this onto the ground and just see how it wheels around. Okay. It actually works pretty well. Snowblower isn't tremendously heavy, so I don't think we're gonna have any issue with weight, if I don't kill myself here. But this is going to be a great platform to set the snowblower on, and then you know, in the fall, in the wintertime, I can come roll it out when I need it, and then roll it up against the wall over here when I don't need it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and hit like and subscribe.